actually we are looking for. Okay, this is the navigation. Set of financials, supply chain, product related, billing, set up, bill by identifier. So what is the purpose of the setup, that particular setup? Okay, that purpose also they have given in the usage. Enter a new bill by field or review existing bill by fields. So yesterday we have seen some fields on the bill by identifier page. Did you remember that? So based on the bill by identifier, like if you take the projects, okay, we can see some fields. If you take asset management, then we can see some fields. That means, okay, whenever you want to create the new bill, okay, how do you create that new bill? By using that field, whatever they have specified, okay, that field or review existing bill by fields. You can create a new bill or you can review the existing bill. Whatever the fields that we have defined on that bill by identifier page, that is the usage. Okay. Generally, this is useful whenever you are loading the billing data through interface. Through interface means through batch process.
Batch.
Okay. If you go down here, see. Okay, here I will show you. If you take assets, then so they can give you the clear explanation for each and every field. Now we can see new bill status. What is meant by the new bill status? This is the new bill status. Select the status that the system assigns to a new bill header. This value determines the status of new bills generated by the billing interface process. So this process you will see whenever we are loading the billing data through batch process. I already told you, whenever we are loading the billing data through batch process, the data will come first in staging tables. Okay, after we have the data in staging tables, if you run this process,
it will load into main.
This process will load the data from staging tables to main tables. Okay, and this process loads the data from staging tables to main tables. Main tables in the sense billing tables. So the status of the bill, if you give the new bill status as new, then the bill will get the new status after loading into the main tables. If you get old bill, then the bill will get the old bill. If you put pending approval, then once it is loading into the main table, it will get the first status is pending approval. So whatever status that you select on bill by identifier, that status will assigns to the bill after it loading into the main tables by the process, interface process.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. So before running BI interface 0001 process, we need to set the bill identifier. So whatever the values or status we have set in the bill identifier, that will update in the main records.
Yes, right. Okay. So bill by fields. Okay, whenever you load the data, okay, the fields which we are seeing on bill by identifier page. This is the bill by fields, right? Okay. What are all those fields?
Bills.
Oh my God, whatever. Bill by fields. When you add bill by fields to the bill by definition, you are instructing the billing interface, which non-invoice bills are subjected to interface activity. See, the thing is, after you load the bills into the PeopleSoft, those are invoice bills or non-invoice bills. What is meant by the invoice bill and what is meant by the non-invoice bill?
See, when we are
invoice bill means once you finalize the invoice and you send that invoice to the customer, that is the invoice. That is in invoice status, INV status.
Okay.
Non-invoice status means the status of the bill is not in maybe some other status like new or pending approval, whatever it is.
Means
except the INV status, all other bills are non-invoice bills. Yes, right.
Okay. So before
You got it?
finalizing and printing, the status is invoiced. Sorry, non-invoiced.
Yes,
After printing, it will be invoiced.
yes, yes. Okay, you understand, right?
Yes.
That means you are instructing the billing interface process to create the bills with that combination. For all non-invoiced bills, it will be created with that combination. For example, if you define bill by identifier, bill by ID means,
Bill by identifier.
yeah, bill by identifier, okay? And in that, suppose we have these fields. What are all the fields? Sequence number and order number. So the interface process generates a new bill for each combination of order number and ship to location for each customer.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
So for each bill, how it will create? It will create the combination of order number
And
and
the ship
also
to.
ship to location
Yeah.
customer. For each line of activity in the interface staging it, the interface process verifies that a non-invoice bill exists for the business name, bill to customer, order number, and ship to location. If the bill exists, the process adds the interface line of activity to the bill as another bill line. If no bill exists, the interface process generates a new bill header and adds the interface line activity to the new bill. So what will happen? And the process runs, the interfaces process runs, already exists with that combination. The bill already exists. Then what will happen? You will simply add one more line to that bill.
Okay.
If there is, then the new bill will be created.
Okay.
You got it what I am saying? If
Yeah.
the bill is already exist, then just one more line of bill will be added. That means the data will go on the sit in the VA line data. If there is no bill exists, then the new bill will be created in the header table.
So you mean to say with order number ship to location, with this combination, if any bill exists,
Bill is, yeah, bill is,
exists,
yes,
then it
yeah,
will increase the it will add another line
yes,
in the line
yes,
table. If there is
yeah. If there is,
no the I mean bill with these combinations.
yes,
mm,
no combination, then the new bill will be created directly
Yeah,
in the header
yeah,
table.
yes, okay.
See, the
Understood.
following example demonstrates how 5 lines of available activity are populated in interface staging area of customer 501. Okay, this is line 1, line 2, business unit, customer, order number, this is one order number, this is one same order number. Okay,
So,
location, this is one.
so basically, if we have a similar data with the order number
Mhm.
and ship to location, it just
Mhm.
increase the line numbers.
Yes, yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Okay,
Okay.
the amounts are different. See, shift to
Yeah,
location.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next, in that way you can easily understand. Okay, what is the next setup? Invoice number ID. Okay,
Yeah.
you can just charge with that invoice number ID. See, I am just giving you the simplest way to go through the document also. Okay, first you generate the set of task list, and after that you can go one by one. So from here also you can directly go to the content of that particular setup. Okay, after clicking
Yeah.
that question mark
Yes,
and so you
yes.
can. Or you can open that document, PDF document, there
Mm-hmm.
you can search invoice number ID, right?
Yeah.
You can just invoice number ID, see, invoice number ID. So understanding invoice number IDs. If you click on that, then it will directly go to those pages, okay?
Yeah.
Chart field productions, set of financials, supply
No,
chain,
no,
common
below,
definition,
below.
result.
Below.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. To assign invoice number IDs, use the invoice number ID, BI, IBC, number component. Okay. Understanding invoice number IDs. So, for what purpose we can use the invoice number IDs? See,
Identifying the bill?
no. You can structure invoice numbers to have up to 3 parts. You can define any one of the parts as auto sequence. For all other parts, you must select the static option. A static part can be alpha, basic, numeric, or combination of two. Okay. What we can do, whenever you are generating the bill, whenever you are creating the new bill, so how you want to the bill number? You can do in 3 ways. One, you can do the auto sequence number. Auto sequence number means, for example, for US 001, we created 100 bills. Then what is the next generated bill?
101.
101. That is the auto sequence. So we have seen that next functionality on so many pages. We have seen on purchasing, we have seen on voucher, we have seen on creation, we have seen on vendors. So that is the auto sequence functionality. Okay, that is one thing. The next thing is you can define any one of the parts as auto sequence. Auto sequence is one. Okay. Then for all other parts you must select the static option. Static option means I want the bill like ABC. After that I need to have the bill number.
Okay.
That is the static option. Okay. A static part can be alphabetic or numeric. That means you can put some part of the bill as a static. Okay. For all my bills, I need to generate like ABC. After that, numeric value like 1001. So after that, you can generate auto sequence again. But some part of the bill is you can make as static. ABC or whatever it is. Okay, you can put some static, and after that the next is you can make it as auto sequence. You got what I am saying?
Yeah.
You can completely make it as auto sequence, or you can put some part of the bill as static and rest of
Auto sequence. Yeah.
auto sequence like that. So these are like how do you want to maintain the invoice numbers in your system? That is the invoice number IDs. Okay.
Okay.
See, here we have the options. Define at least one part and no more than 3 parts. Select the auto sequence value for only one part. You must define all others as static or none. Define invoice numbers with no more than 22 characters, including dashes and any other characters operators. So these are all like 3 types of options that we have. Okay, you can make any of one. So this is the navigation for that: setup, financial, supply chain, product related, billing, setup, invoice number ID, invoice number. So what is the use of that setup? Here you can see that add a new invoice number ID or modify an existing invoice number ID. Okay?
Yeah.
Invoice number ID, invoice ID. This is number and this is icon standard. Standard miscellaneous numbering. User definable for new bills, for adjustments, example invoice. So this is the static, okay? And this is the sequence number. Okay, so part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1 is auto sequenced.
So the next sequence
next sequence is this one, okay? Autofill, length 10. So total length of the bill is, you can see,
10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10, right? So whatever the length that you specified, that much length it will generate.
So in this example, the first 4 digits will be zeros, and then the remaining means from the 6, 7, 8, 5, 2, 2, the sequence will get start.
Yes, right. Okay.
Okay.
Part 2
Part 2 is
part
0.
3 none.
0.
Part 3 static.
0. Okay.
See, even in the below, So they have given what is number the user definable. If you want to allow users to specify the invoice number to use during bill creation, then select the option is user definable group option.
Yeah.
These options are selected. The system will not auto generate an invoice number and will instead use the invoice number specified by the user. That means the system will not generate the invoice number, that means bill number automatically. So we can give the invoice number as per our wish. Suppose if I want to give the invoice number 123456, then it will take simply. So that is the user definable option.
User is expected, means sequence,
Yes.
that we need to define in the part 1 length.
Yes, yes. If you use your own invoice numbering scheme, you may inadvertently use the same invoice number in different business units. Even the same invoice number we can use for different business units. But the same invoice number we cannot use multiple times in the same business unit.
Yeah.
But we can use in different business units.
Yes.
Okay? So these are very simple, but what you need to do, so once you get the idea about the billing model, then you can go one by one. If you have the time, lot of time, or it's not required to go through each and every setup. Okay, and whenever you get the requirement at that point of time also, it's very easy. You can just go to the setups, list of setups, and you can try to understand what is the use of each setup. Okay, tomorrow once the project started in your company, so they will assign one model to do the setups. Okay, at that point of time, so whatever the model that they assign to you, you can just try to understand that model thoroughly. Okay, before you go on to start the setup.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
And so this is your for your exercise. Okay, I will send you this list, setup task list in Excel sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, not only the billing, I will send you the setup task list for all the modules, PO, BI. Okay, you can just put those setup task list in Excel, and you can just take one setup and you can go through the paperwork. Take next setup and you can go through the paperwork. So at least you can try to understand something, like even if you don't have the system to
Yes.
at least the technical also you can do something, right?
Yeah.
All the things you can find. Okay, if you take anything in that document, you can bill entry accounting template. Okay, if you want to see this bill entry accounting template. It's very easy, Kathy. Okay, you can just take that word and you can just find it. Okay, and you can directly go to those pages. So what I am trying to say, all billing related setups you can find in billing document. All PO related setup tasks you can find in PO document. Almost 95. Okay, only 5% you can find those setups in some other documents, but almost 95% of the setups you can find in the same document. Okay, you understand, right, how to go through it?
Yes.
Okay, I will give you that list. I'm taking to the